5 years. There have been protests where opposition members have been allegedly killed by security forces. Several instances. It happened in Freetown, people died. It happened in Makeni, the opposition capital. It happened in Tombo, a fishing community. It happened again in Freetown during the other protests. People were killed. So because of all these incidents, the opposition always have these issues against the security forces, doubt their independence and neutrality when it comes to addressing issues of public security. So that is first. And secondly, with the commission, when this current commissioner was appointed by President Julius Maada Bio, the opposition walked out of parliament. So members of parliament who belongs to the ruling party, they went ahead and approved the appointment of the president, and Mr. Mohamed Kodeh was made the elections commissioner. So from that get-go, there has been a kind of suspicion from the opposition towards the EC. So that's the background. Now coming to the elections, the opposition have been raising a whole lot of issues about the credibility of the polls. And after the polls closed, they raised a whole lot of issues. For example, they said in the strongholds of the ruling party, especially in the southeast, some of their candidates were attacked. And they actually references to Kisiteng in Kailaon district, the same thing in Kenema in the east, and the same in the Bont in the south. So all of this made the opposition say they don't trust the EC.
The Electoral Commission say they have observed electoral interference in the northwest, which is an opposition stronghold. Is this accurate?
Well, as far as they are concerned, yes. They said some of their staffs have been attacked in the north and the west, which are predominantly opposition stronghold areas. The opposition are saying that statement is not correct, and they are questioning the neutrality of that statement. Because, for example, they said there are a whole lot of issues in the southeast, but they never captured that in their press release. So the opposition is saying, why is the EC highlighting areas that their staff were attacked predominantly seem to be opposition stronghold areas? And they also accuse the EC staff in those areas of trying to divert the will of the people, so to say. And if I look at the press releases that are coming out today from the EU, the Carter Center, the ECOWAS and the EU, they are all talking about calling for transparency, calling for the tabulation of the result to be transparent, and also experiencing some kind of concerns almost aligned to those of the opposition.
So polling was on Saturday and counting was taking place throughout Sunday. Why have no results been announced yet?
Well, that's why the animosity is growing and tension is mounting. So since polling closed last night, people were expecting the results, at least maybe 40 or 30% should have been announced by now, but nothing yet. And what's happened this morning, the ruling party issued a press release that according to their own tally from their party agents, they've won the election and there will be no runoff. So they put out a statement and their party supporters started jubilating all over the country. So after that, the opposition party members also gathered in front of their office, and their opposition leader, Dr. Kamara, was supposed to address them. And the police and security forces intervened. They stormed the party office, exploding tear gas canisters. And as I speak to you, it has been confirmed that an aged woman, an opposition party supporter, is dead. So all of this have been raising concerns.
So the ruling SLPP and the opposition APC both are saying they're confident of winning. Is a runoff likely, as we saw in 2018?
For now, it's difficult to say. But if I give you a background of what happened in 2018, President Julius Maada Bio, the first election, he led the opposition candidate, Dr. Samura Kamara, by less than 2%. They went into runoff again in the same 2018, and he also won the election by less than 2%. And within these 5 years, a lot of things have happened. Issues on the table people are voting for. According to a local poll, they identify a whole lot of issues, including the economy of the country, the inflation rate, the high cost of living. They talk about other infrastructure development, health, and all those things. And also the issue of human rights is key because, like I said, there have been incidents of a lot of killing in the country where security personnel have been alleged to have killed people. So because of all these issues, this election is very difficult to call. But like if you look at the huge turnout of people that came out to vote yesterday, and we are talking about a little over 3 million people who are expected to vote, some are saying maybe winner is likely. But in Sierra Leone, most of the major elections go to a runoff.
That was journalist Alpha Kamara speaking to us live from Washington, D.C. earlier.